Okay, this is a tutorial for Kennedy's flower garden blanket. It's a type of granny square, and it comes out looking like a flower. This is going to be a two-part. This is going to be for the flower. The next video will be for the leaves that connect. But for right now, this one is just going to focus on doing flowers. Alright, this one you start off with a chain 6. Oh, and I will definitely add the link in the comments when I post it. So we got 4, 5, and 6. We're going to create a larger opening for the center. And you will notice that the lovely Pepto Pink yarn is back. I told you I use this yarn for a lot of tutorials. It's just about the perfect amount to have on hand for this purpose. And it kind of shows up well enough in the video. Okay, so you have your 6, you've connected. Now I chain 2. It tells you to chain 3, depends on how tightly you crochet. I chain very loosely, so we're going to do a total of 16 double crochet in the center, including your starting chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now, this one, you're going to go into the top of your chain and slip stitch. And you have a little ring of double crochet. Whee! Alright, I'm going to do the next row. Chain 5, and this time I do the amount of chains that they tell me to. So 3, 4, 5, because it's going to be a double crochet, chain 2, and then double crochet back into the same spot you came from. And you're creating a V-stitch. You're going to do connected V-stitches all the way around. So you skip this one and you go into the next with another double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. And you're just going to do a series of V-stitches around, skipping a stitch in between. So when you finish, yarn over, skip into the next, double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet back into the same to get that V shape. Okay, and we're going to go around. And here we are. You have a total of 8 V stitches. So, and when you get to your last, you're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. To close it. And that is round 2. Alright, begin the next round. You go into a chain 2 space, slip stitch, now chain 2 or 3, whichever works best for your standing double crochet. Sorry for the dog barking in the background. Okay, and you're going to work what's known as a double V stitch. So you have your 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet into that same chain 2 space. Sorry for the pauses, my mom's dog is spazzing in the background. Okay, so your double V stitch, you have your 2 double crochet, or your standing chain, double crochet, chain 2, 2 more double crochet. Now it has you single crochet in between your V V-stitches. And then you're going to do it all over again, the next one. So, 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 more, double crochet, kind of getting off center here. And there's your second double V, and then single crochet in between. You're kind of creating these little hills. That's going to be the basis of your last and final row. So I'm going to pause it here, and we're going to pick back up at the end. Okay, so on the top of each single V-stitch, you have created a double V-stitch. And in between, you have your single crochets. So you have the very basis of your flower shape at this point. And I am doing my last single crochet. And then you're going to connect the top of your chain. And that ends out that row. Now, to do the next row, if you're just doing a standalone, you're going to slip stitch into the top of the next double crochet, and then slip stitch over to the chain space. And you're going to do 7 double crochet on the top of this. So the first one is going to be your chain, 2 or 3, whichever works best for you. And then you're going to do 6 double crochet in that chain 2 spot. So, counting that one, that's 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. So 2, 4, 6, 7. And then you're going to single crochet on top of your single crochet from the row before. And that's creating your flower petal. And you're going to do that all the way around. So 7 double crochet in the top of your double V-stitch, single crochet over single crochet. Okay, when you create your initial one, you're not going to worry about slip stitching to attach it to anything. You're just creating an individual flower. You'll notice I had to swap over because I ran out of yarn for my for the tutorial on the single one. So you have your 7 and your single, and when you join up, you're just going to actually tie off after your single crochet, and then you're going to use your needle to pull it through into the top of your 7 double crochet and pull it together. Alright, so to get them to connect, which I've got a couple connected here, when you're working your last round, you're going to start off with your 7 double crochet, but you're only going to do 4. Sorry, let me reject that phone call coming in. Alright, so you have your 4 here, and you're going to count off 1, 2, 3, 4, going around, slide through, pull through, and slip stitch. And then you're going to do your last 3. So it'll be 5, 6, 7 for the double crochet, and then slip stitch into the top of your chain and your single crochet. You have created your connection. You're going to do the same thing in the next one. You're going to do 4 double crochet and then slip stitch between this one's 4th and this one's 4th. Now I used a format to pick out the pattern for the colors that I'm using. I used colors I had on hand, but to give me the order, because they're kind of non-linear here. They're a little random. But it's a cute little generator program, and it's really awesome. So we have our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch and pull it through and finish out this arch. So 5, give it 6 and 7. If I don't shred the yarn. Alright, there's our 7 double crochet, 2, 4, 6, 7. Single crochet over our single crochet. On the first row, you're only connecting it to one side, and my camera thing just fell apart. Yay. Alright, so you're only connecting it on one side for the first row. The second row is going to be a little bit more fun because you're connecting it here, and then you're going to connect it here. So let's get that part. And it's just easier to do it when you're starting off. So let's do our next 4. Alright, so we've got our next 4. And we're just going to come into here on this arch. So we're going to count over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch and pull that in. Kind of turn your work a little bit, make it easier to work with. 5. And that's why it's easier when you're putting this on your lap to work with versus trying to lay it flat on a table and show what you're doing. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7, and single crochet on top of single crochet. And we're going to do our second connecting point, okay? Okay, see, I've got it connected here. I've got it connected here. And you're just going to finish out with your 7 double crochet, 1 single crochet, 7, 1, 7, 1, all the way back around, leaving off with your single crochet. I'm going to bind off, and then use your needle and thread to pull it into the end of your double crochet here and pull it together. And then you create your links. And you can make it as big as you want to, you can make it as small as you want to. It can be, if you do them individual, you can just do them as coasters out of cotton. If you connect them like this, I'm actually making a shawl. You can make it as big as a blanket and do with it what you want. Alright, and next video is going to be the leaves that are going to connect in here. And like I said, I'm going to post the link to the pattern in the comments, and I'm going to post the link to the granny generator, which is actually in the pattern itself, but I'm just going to post it separate for other projects. Okay? All right. I will see you then.